Freakiest Blank has a remake.
Starts out with this girl taking a shower with her cocoa melons out, and that's when the goons glub and kidnap her. Then it cuts to our main character Rance, and this pimp-looking mother glubber hands him a picture of this girl that was kidnapped and says, "Go find her, and we will give you a large cash prize." But Rance is like, "Nah, that Schmidt is boring." And then he sees the girl and says that because of her cuteness, the most powerful undefeated warrior Rance will take the job. Alright, bro, you can stop glazing yourself now. But anyways, my boy takes the job, and this is when he introduces his unpaid servant Sil. She says she's sorry for being late and was making excuses, so Rance hits her in the glubbing head and says, "Don't make excuses, I own you." Then he steals her water and starts drinking all of it. Then my boy gets hungry, so he decides to go to the city to get some food. When he's walking around the city to look for a restaurant, my boy Rance sees a school and actually enrolled his unpaid servant into the school just to get more info on the girl that got kidnapped because she actually went to the school. Then my boy Rance leaves and says he will go check out the town to investigate all the beautiful women.
Oh my god.
Then my boy starts treating it like a video game and just goes to look for a woman. He walks around and he sees his first victim and he's like, "Oh, there's a beauty." And she happens to work at a hotel and shows my boy Rance around. Then all of a sudden he's like,
"Cotton candy snow bunny is crazy," and
tries to grape. But this witch flips him real quick. Then when my boy's on the floor, one of the girl's pictures falls out of his pockets.
Man, Cosmo looking different, bro. When did Cosmo from Konosuba start being a creep like this, man?
That he's supposed to save, and he's like, "I'm looking for this girl, have you seen her?" And she's like, "Nah." So he murders her ass in Roblox and says, "Subscribe to Snooze." Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I lied about everything I said right there. She didn't die, he just left peacefully. And he didn't say subscribe to Snooze, but please subscribe to your boy anyways. After this, he goes to another shop and asks if she's seen the girl, and she's also like, "Nah." And we know what my boy's real motive is, because before she can even tell him, he mounts on top of her and tries to assault the lowly. Oh hell nah.
Yeah,
by the way, if you want all my videos uncensored in the full series of all the anime
Snooze, I'm scared of your video uncensored, Snooze. I'm scared of your vids uncensored, man. I'm scared of it. I'm scared of them, though, Snooze. I'm actually scared.
An accident. It says she has never seen that girl. So my boy Rance goes to another shop and tries to harass this emo witch. Then the girl from the last shop comes by and throws hot food on his ass for some reason. So you know, he's not trying to give up. So he goes to the magic girl and says, "I'm ready to eat," and tries to assault her as well. But she shocks his ass on accident. So he just gives up. What is wrong with this guy? Bruh. And Schmidt, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I would too. But then he starts thinking to himself that the situation is kind of weird because not a single person knows her. Then it shows this girl with purple hair that he walked past, eavesdropping on him talking to himself. Then it cuts to him at school picking up his servant, and she says people at school said the girl that got kidnapped was an outgoing and friendly person. And Rance asks if there's any knowledge about any sketchy or weird people that she was around, and she's like, "I didn't ask anyone that." So Rance is like, "How useless. I'll have to punish you." And bro, let's just say Rance proceeds to put his Pinocchio nose into some apple pie, and she's like, "Bro, we're in the middle of school, what if someone sees us?" And he's like, "I don't give a Schmidt," and proceeds to glub the Schmidt out of her. After my boy makes all of his shots into the basket, luckily no one saw, and they just go to the bar. At the bar, he asks the bartender if he knows anything about the girl that's gone missing, and the bartender gets hella surprised, bro, and he sees a photograph of the girl, and he explains that his daughter also mysteriously got kidnapped recently, which is also the girl in the beginning with the blue hair that was taking a shower, by the way. And Unc goes on to say that no one is willing to help find his daughter, and he asks Rance if he will help. Then he shows Rance a picture of his daughter, so he starts daydreaming about a harem with the two of the girls. So you know, of course my boy Rance is down. So he's like, "Leave it to me, Unc." Then he tries to give Rance hella Schmidt, but Rance is like, "Bro, I can't carry 2,000 pounds. Just give me some Snooze booze and some food, and I'll be all right." Then Unc is like, "I can trust you, right?" And he's like, "Of course you can. I'm Snooze, man, the strongest fighter ever." Like, bro, why is your ego that big? Then it cuts to Scylla's servant, and she's making a friend that's telling her about the kidnappers. She said they live in...
this one is actually way much more tamer compared to the first party posted of this show.
In a cave and take girls and Schmidt like that. But then it cuts back to Rance, and he finds some goons and one taps their asses. Then he finds a secret lair. Wait, hold on real quick. I swear the show just skipped like hella content in Schmidt, bruh. Like, how was he already pulling up to the secret lair? But yeah, when he pulls up to the lair, he's like, "Wait, I know that sound. It's a girl having schmecks, bruh." And he's like, "I want to do it too." So he tries to open the door, but then this naked girl comes by showing her huge ass sets, and she calls my boy Rance a cute servant because this witch thinks that he works for the boss. And I need help. I I need to enter the boss's room. Then the girl spills all the beans, bruh. She's like, the boss likes the new girl that he just kidnapped a lot. And Rance is like, oh, well, I need the key to get in. And she's like, you mean this key? And takes the key out of her gloving bra. And right as she takes it out, he's like, hey, yo, I'm taking it by force, and jumps on her and tries to assault her. But the witch uses magic and makes his head hit the wall. The call that Unc gave him in his bag, and she's like, oh my glob, this is 250-year-old sake. You give this to me and I'll give you the key and make you feel good on top of that. So the witch starts giving my boy some top until a secret formula erupts from his body. After this, she says, I'm glad you liked it so much, and she gives my boy the key. So he opens the door and he sees the boss blowing the girl from the beginning's back out. Like, bruh, imagine how bad Unc would feel.
I really hope bro is capping when he's making these games. Just saying like the most AO stuff, right? Guys, he is capping when making these, or he's dead serious.
Saw his daughter's apple pie getting absolutely obliterated. Then the boss gets mad Rance interrupted the sesh, and they start fighting. And he cuts my boy Rance in the face, showing that he's a pretty good fighter. Then Rance stops for a second and says, Rance attack, and throws a decoy in the boss's face. And the boss is like,
maybe you should try to come back. We're gonna hop and guide him.
Then Rance lunges at him and eliminates his ass right when he says that. After, Rance goes up to the girl that was just getting the grape juice method, and she's like, no, stop. Like, bruh, the witch still thinks that the boss is alive and gonna give her the grape juice method. But Rance notices this, and he's like, what if I pretend that I'm the boss and have my way with her real quick? So Rance starts going at it, and she's like, no, I don't want to be a mother. And
this
Rance
whole
is like,
video is censored, bruh. The fact that the whole video is censored, I know this is some freaking stuff.
Pregnant.
This is weird.
So after that long scene that would get my ass banned off YouTube, Rance explodes in her like a creeper. After this, he takes off her blindfold and is like, I saved you and eliminated the boss. Like, bruh, she has no idea what Rance just did to her, bruh. But yeah, he introduces himself and he's gonna bring her back to her dad, and she says this, and bruh, she starts falling for my boy. But yeah, Rance brings her back to her dad, and he starts crying and thanking him with all of his heart. And he gives my boy a bunch of money, and the daughter's like, if you come back to town, you have to visit me. And he's like, sure thing. And while walking away, he thinks to himself that he still needs to find the girl with the red hair. And while thinking this, he sees the girl with the purple hair from earlier. Like, remember the one that was eavesdropping in the beginning? Yeah, that witch. But Rance sees her and wants to grape, and she starts running away. And she almost loses him, but she hops out with a sword and puts it to his neck. And that's the end of the
video.
For a part 2.
What? There's more? Dang it. I thought that was in. Dang, I'm not watching that one. All right.